All right. Got to get to work. What I want to do is quick unboxing here for you guys. What's in this box right here is, if you're an all-wheel drive Astro van owner, you guys know I've got a 2004 Astro van. It's right here. You can't see it. I'll probably show it to you in a moment. Matter of fact, I just thought of something I need to do for this video, so I'll pause it at some point to do what I want to do here. What I have in this box is what's considered to be the heavy-duty version of your idler arms. Okay, this is something that I wanted for a long time. Everybody that sees them and discovers them and finds out that they exist, they want them. It's not always the easiest thing to find. So one of the things about this video here is it's a lesson in diligence and patience, because what I've learned is I'm looking for parts, I can't find them, but then they pop up, and they pop up in different areas and different places, and then they disappear again. They're sold out. You can't find them. And also, as they pop up, the prices are all over the place. This particular idler arm, I had been aware of it, but I first saw it in person with that video I did on the Unicorn Astro van. I had it right here, and I'll probably put a link to it in the description of this video below. By the way, if I say that in a video and you don't see the link, chances are you're looking at the video too soon. I do these recordings, and then I go home for lunch, and that's when I go ahead and add the extra stuff in the description. And so I even monetized it first. So if you catch it early on, you get it without any of those commercials. The commercials help me, by the way. So yeah, I saw these on his van. I pointed them out. We talked about it, and then I was always looking for them. They're very hard to find. Eventually, I found them on Rock Auto, but they were, I can't remember the exact number, but they were something like $160 or $180 in that range a piece. So I had them in my basket there, thinking, well, when I get ahead, I'll buy them. I go through, and everybody else, if you've got a lift on your Astro van and you've converted the 4x4 and you actually take it off-road. Now, if you're just doing dirt roads, you're probably not having the same experience. But out here in the Southwest, a lot of boulder-strewn roads. I mean, I'm really working the suspension. So I've replaced my idler arms 3 times or so, maybe 4 times since owning this, since 2018, because I wreck my front end all the time, you know, wearing it out, because I'm doing things this van wasn't intended to be doing. And I've tried a lot of different companies. So I was always on the lookout for this particular idler arm. Now, forgive me, the subscriber who suggested this to me was recently, right within the last month or so, I got this note from a guy saying that they're available on Summit Racing, and they were affordable, $70 a piece, $69.99. So I went over there and I looked, and sure enough, so I saved the page, and I thought, even though I don't need to replace them right now, I should probably buy them. I was on the fence because I did a couple videos recently about doing a front axle swap on this straight axle, but I had forgot that I had spoken with Track Motive months ago, and they make an extendable CV axle, heavy duty, that's designed for high lifts. It's designed to work with extreme angles of CVs, plus it has this extension for articulation. And I still need to drive over there, and I need to do that. And I'm going to do that as soon as I can. But if you're watching this channel regularly, you know my brain is 100 miles an hour on 15 different things at the same time while trying to get work done and bringing enough money to eat and pay the bills. So I'm all alone in the world, man. Yesterday morning I was doing laundry. This morning I had to make my stew for the week. You know, I still got to get here. You get what I'm saying. smallest violin there, playing just for me. I get it. So, garbage day. We're gonna hear some garbage trucks go by. Without any further ado, let's open this stinking box. Ooh, premium Dorman parts. You're gonna see them as I see them. I know what they're supposed to be. Pretty nice box though, I gotta tell you. Dorman is a respected company. That's it. That's what I was expecting. Okay, so grease fitting is not installed on this one here. I'll put that in. Of course, I'll tighten it up later. Excuse me, just don't want to lose it. There it is. Look at the size of that knuckle right there. And there's the grease port on the side. Now you can imagine, we're going to compare it underneath my van in a moment, because on the standard ones, this here is a lot smaller. This being so much longer, as long as this is hardened and made correct, this is less likely to do this sort of thing. That's what makes this a more heavy-duty unit. What I didn't mention about the Unicorn Astro van was that his had the G80 rear end, that posi traction kind of rear end, and it was a government vehicle. So, and I've seen other government Astro vans, and they have these as well. So the government vans are going to have the more robust heavy-duty parts in them. If you can't find this under the listing of Astro van, you know, go to Summit Racing, type in GM idler arms, and just start scrolling through. You're eventually going to stumble upon this, and then you'll click on it, and then you'll check compatibility with your vehicle's year and everything else. That's what you want to do. But when I get home, I will absolutely find the link that I used to buy these, and I'll put it in the description of this video below. They're probably both exactly the same. I don't think there's a left and right here. You know what? This is painted. That's awesome. Because you guys see, if you've been here before, I paint my idler arms. I tape out all the rubber and I paint them out. The reason I do that is I hate putting new parts on the van and then eventually crawling around underneath there and seeing brand new parts getting a coat of rust on them. I just don't like it. They were already painted. There's another plus. That's a huge thing, man, for me personally. Now, all right, both of these have the grease fittings on the same side, so that's just how that works out. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to get underneath the van with you, set up a little light down there so we can see what we're looking at, and I'll compare this to the standard Astro van idler arm for you. Don't go anywhere, it's not over yet. There's your standard idler arm as compared to this one here. What are we doing here? Sorry, it goes this way. Alright. So you can clearly see the difference in height there, that knuckle. I mean, these things here, if you lift the van up and you get your wheels off the ground, you turn and you'll see this here. If this starts wiggling up and down, you know that that's no good anymore. And these things just go. I got some riser blocks in here because of the lift and everything else. So, yeah. Now you've seen it. That's all I wanted to talk about. So look for the link in there. If the link isn't there right now, it will be shortly. And I hope you appreciate this. These are the ones you want if you're taking your Astro van off-road. I also believe, a 57-year-old guy getting up from the Indian position off the ground, there's a fitness test for yourself. So, you know, if you've got the all-wheel drive Astro van, these are a good idea regardless, because I really believe these will outperform the standard design that you just saw underneath the van. I highly recommend them. I will obviously fill you in over the course of time as to how well these hold up, because you'll see it. I'm I'm going to give the Track Motive axles a shot, the CV axles, if they'll fit. If they'll fit, they're going to make them for me, custom and all that, if they work. And then they'll be available to you as well. Just want to help out the community there with that. And I'll put these on at the same time those go on, and that should give me a better front end on this van. That will hopefully hold up better. And if that's the case, then I don't have to worry about this straight axle swap, which will save me $10,000. Which is kind of ridiculous to be throwing an Astro van, really. I realize that. That's it for now. You guys have a great day. Be kind to one another. I hope you'll come back again. Come back often. Tell your friends. Bye.